Hi, thanks for clicking on this video. I don't think I fully explained myself before when I said about how amazing things are, like how invention has changed over the years, and how just like how things have evolved from one thing to another. Like somebody creates a wheel and somebody does this and somebody adapts it and changes it and makes it better. And over like the thousands and thousands of years, we've gone from like smashing rocks against like tree trunks or whatever, to crack nuts or whatever, to surfing the web and just having access to like everything if you know where to look. And life, and how it's you get something from nothing, and that blags my head. And I can't. I don't want to explain it. Even when I was ill, I didn't want to like try and like they say about the Big Bang, and they say the universe is expanding and things like that. I tend to believe it because I don't have no reason not to. But it's just crazy, like just life from nothing. There must have been. You can't say there's always been something. You can't say it's something's always been around. Or is all the matter in the universe there and it's just spread out? And how did it get there in the first place? Who knows? I'm sure there's like layers and levels of our understanding and what we see as reality. There's things that we don't see that our eyes can't grasp, but other animals and stuff that can see this and they can see things that we can't see. So there must be more out there to see. There's probably a billion things that colours of light that are yet to be seen in one way or another. If you think about it like that, I'm just gonna try and roll a cig and keep talking because like I like rolling cigs. It's just one of the things I do. I shouldn't. I'm not promoting smoking by any means, but that's things that I think about, and it's something that people that are not people, but it's something that just seems to be ignored. People tend to believe what they want to believe, and that's fine. I don't mind anyone believing what they want to believe, and I won't judge anyone for having a belief and having an opinion of anything. Really, I'm not. I'm not like that. It's like life and growth and moving forward. It's like you just can't fathom. I don't think our brain like. I don't like to try and understand it or try and come to a conclusion about. Like I could say, oh, like the universe came out of an egg from a giant space turtle, but then I've got to ask myself, where did the space turtle come from? Where it's like the chicken and the egg. Like that's why when I had my last delusion, I didn't want to try and like write down some kind of because I was on a mission like to understand things and have an explanation for stuff. But I couldn't explain how we could get a universe from nothing, and it was beyond my reasoning. So I just like to just like to try and explain what I knew about evolution and how life was created on the Earth or other planets, or how life could be created on other planets. And it was more of a case of the basic element, like we're made of water and carbon. That's as far as I know, really. We're just made of that. So it was like, and just bound the water and stone. To create and put them two things together and watch life grow. Or that could happen accidentally, or by some means from other beings. I don't know. There's no reason to say. There's no reason to say like other beings haven't like visited us and affected our evolution over the millennia. You just can't say because there's who's to say what happened a long time ago. But there is a lot of evidence to say that some beings came down and gave us knowledge, even though them stories couldn't possibly be related. But the stories are pretty the same from around the world, and I like to keep it simple, and that just keeps it simple in my head. So I think, well, something must have come down. There's no reason it there's no reason it they can't have. I'm not saying every single story written down like in all these religious texts are like based off aliens and things, but I think at the core of it and at like the essence of like like religions where they say like a being came down and departed knowledge and or beings came from here and that and gave us this and taught us that. And that story just seems to be a repeating motif across the world. So that's hard to. It's hard for me to ignore that. I didn't want to go on talking about aliens and stuff, but I suppose it all comes back to aliens at one stage. Yeah. So you just like, but who created the aliens, or who? Where did the aliens come from? If the aliens came down, some beings came down and like interfered with us, our evolution over like the eons. Who who created them? I don't know. And I don't even like to try to understand because I think our mind isn't at a level or a level of understanding where we can grasp them answers. I think we have to see like in different levels and beyond our own perception of what we think reality is. And that's just what I wanted to. I'm gonna title this. If you're listening up to this point, it's been going on for about 7 minutes, 50 seconds, 45, 50 seconds. And I thank you for listening to me have a little rant. And I've always, when I was younger, I always kind of played around with like most kids did, like with the hi-fi system or get up and had the record feature and a microphone, and then you could like pretend you had your own radio station and play your own music and things like that. And that I suppose I've never really grown out of stuff like that. I still like doing it just for my own, like I said, just for my own enjoyment and for my own pleasure. And if anyone like and wants to like watch, I don't mind because if I don't get subscribers or likes and things like that, it doesn't really phase me. I'm not depressed because people aren't liking my videos or whatever. I tend to look at the views more. I think because if somebody's watched it to the end, I think, well, yeah, if they've watched it and they haven't really been negative about it and they haven't I think, well, they must have got some kind of entertainment from it, or I don't know. I don't know if YouTube just if they've got employees that watch like a few of the videos, so the first like I don't know whatever views, they're just like people checking the video. I don't know. So this is my little update. It's 9:15 in the morning, and this is I think it'll be video point eight or point nine. 9.8 or 9.5, 9 point, I can't remember. I haven't got it up on the screen because I haven't set up my setup like I usually do. I usually have the screen and date in front of me. So, well, I'll just title it with the correct title in order. So, that's how I want to keep it. So, thanks for listening, and I hope you have a good day or a good night. Stay safe and be good to each other. Goodbye.